So this is interesting. I threw this out to Mike Hill last hour. If you didn't hear it, go check out the podcast. We had Mike Hill as a guest, and we kind of had a conversation there. During an appearance on the Bill Simmons podcast, you got the WNBA commissioner, Kathy Engelbert, and she had a few things to say. One of the things she talked about was this.
It is a balance, but she's a generational talent. No league's ever about one player, but in this case, Caitlin brought tens of millions of new viewers into the W, and there's no denying that impact. Not just in the WNBA, but the world of sports. Adam and I talk all the time about she's the most popular athlete in America. But again, you do want to balance it because obviously you saw what happened with Juju Watkins, getting hurt. You want to balance making sure that you're also promoting your other stars like an Asia Wilson, like a Brianna Stewart, Nafisa Collier. That's why this year sustain and gain. Sustain the momentum we had last year and gain even new viewers.
All right, we're gonna work in backwards. So the first point she made, we're gonna come back to that, talking about the biggest athlete in America. We'll come back to that in a second. I do want to have a conversation about sustain and gain. Rob and I have sat here a few times talking about his favorite sport in the world, which is the WNBA. He never misses a game, and for me, I know that I'm a basketball fan. So I sincerely can look at anybody and tell you I actually peek. I keep it. I'm going to act like I watch every game.
Right.
I went to the game last year, saw Caitlin Clark, came to play the Sparks, took my daughters. It was good to see her. She had a huge shot to put them up 5 to pretty much ice the game. It was fun. So I do think there's something that they have, an advantage that I won't say that the NBA doesn't have, in the sense that the NBA obviously is superior right now as far as ratings and all that and notoriety.
Right.
But the fact that you end up knowing their players, and I was talking about this earlier on the phone with Rob G. Dude, the last 2 years, you know more of the ladies going in the draft, going to the WNBA than you do the players in the they're heading to the NBA.
Yeah.
You know Cooper Flag. That might be where you can plant your flag. That's about it. You know what I mean? You might know one or two. That's it.
Yeah.
Whereas there are a handful of players coming from college into the WNBA. Oh, I know her. I know Paige Becker's. Okay, I know her. I know her. And so what happens is there's some sustainability where you get into, you're like, oh, shoot, there's Paige again. Oh, Juju's going to get ready to be coming up, right? Oh, there's Angel Reese. There's obviously Caitlin Clark, Nafisa Collier. I mean, you start to know some of these players because you've seen them.
Of course.
They have competitive games. Their tournament has been fun to watch as well. So I think Cameron Brink being another one, obviously.
Haley Van Lith as well.
Yep, and exactly. When she comes back, that's another great one.
Yep.
When she comes back, Brianna Stewart, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So I think there is a chance to sustain it as long as one of the points is they have to fully embrace it. Now, I know you want to make sure you're propping up everybody, but you have to fully embrace the Caitlin Clark experience, and I liken it to right around 1989-ish, when you start to realize, all right, this Michael Jordan dude, he might be it. So we might want to go ahead and say, like Mike, because I can be like Mike. Ballpark hot dogs, you might want Gatorade. You want to get everybody going and get an Energizer Bunny.
Right.
Spike Lee and the Jordans. We're just going to ride this train, and it's going to be the high tide that lifts all. And I think that's, to me, they need to fully embrace it. And by they, I mean everyone.
Yeah.
Players, commissioners, owners, everyone.
I think the only reason there was even pushback to that idea at first was just the way it was presented to us. I think when you look at it as a brand and you have these women who have paved the way and really went to war and won championships and, starting to get deals. And, you had Asia Wilson and that team that was already winning and winning championships, not just balling, right? And so, to implement somebody who hadn't taken a shot yet in that league to the heights that she was at, I think that was the reason there was so much pushback early. But as far as what you're saying, and it should be that way now, because she's kind of put herself in that culture. She's been just one of the women, and she's down with that, and she's letting her play do the talking. We can look at her and say, she's a special player. She's deserving of that. And I think that's part of why it was a little pushback early on.
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I get the immediate pushback should have been on the court. What I mean by that is, I don't care if you Michael Jordan, I'm Magic Johnson. Let's go.
Yes.
I'm Larry Bird. Young fella, we the ones getting these rings. You 100%. Ain't did nothing yet. I know you dropped 60 on us.
Yeah.
But you ain't winning.
Yeah.
So that should be, and that should consist no matter what, right?
Yep.
I'm trying to bust her head tonight.
Of course.
But what happens is, and this is why when Stephen A. Smith gets $100 million, Kelvin Washington doesn't go, I don't go, oh, man, he ain't worth it. Right. He ain't that good. I'm like, great, Because then now I look at it and say, the barometer, like, oh, there's a possibility that, you know, and again, maybe I never get it, but there is a possibility of that.
Yeah.
And A'ja Wilson is absolutely the better player as we sit here and speak today.
Right.
Without a doubt. Was and currently is, and we'll see the upcoming year.
Yeah.
But I think part of Caitlin coming in, getting everyone watching, getting everyone talking, controversy, which is good, by the way, right? You kept talking about it. Now, all eyes are on, and what happened was people were saying, to your point, hey, what about A'ja?
Yeah.
And now A'ja Wilson's shoes sold out in 5 minutes to the tune that we were looking to maybe consider getting some for my daughters. And we're like, oh, they're gone. I was even going, they got a size 10. I don't know what that is in females. That is like a 12 in women's. I don't know what it is, but I might have to get some. And they sold out. My point is, it's because of how great A'ja is, first and foremost. Mm-hmm. But now, hey, we got all eyes on. People are having conversations. They're saying we need to highlight. And, you know, maybe we do need to continue to highlight other players. And I just think it all helps is what I'm saying.
Oh, 100%.
People are watching. So the other part of that, again, she said was Caitlin Clark is the biggest sports figure in America.
Stop. Just stop.
I don't even know if I got to the second A.
No, Kelvin, I'm not even letting you get to that point. Let me go first. This is the problem, and this is why there is so much heat when it comes to these type of topics, right? Let's just say she's the best women's player out there, and she's the most popular. Why do you have to compare it? The two aren't the same. The NBA has always been the more popular, and even you talk about outside of basketball, you talk about football. She's not more popular than Tom Brady, or I know he's not currently playing, but she's not more popular than Patrick Mahomes. Like, that's not it. That part doesn't matter, though. Like, why are we trying to compare? And that's why I get upset. Just let her be who she is.
You stopped me before I brought it up.
I'm tired of that.
Full stop sign, red light, stop sign, yield, everything. You hit me with all of it. But okay, I will say this.
Yeah.
What's the biggest sport in America?
The biggest sport in America, the NFL.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Obviously, duh.
Yeah.
I don't think you can name me 3 players that are bigger than her outside. I'll give you 2.
Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
I don't think Lamar Jackson is more popular than her.
What? How?
I think Lamar Jackson is more popular than her for guys people who are football people. But to broader America, if I just took America as a whole, whether you're a football fan, non-football, if I just pulled up on people, I think more, and I showed you a picture of them,
mm-hmm.
I think more people would know Caitlin Clark than they would Lamar Jackson.
Okay, Lamar, I'll say, take out Lamar. Patrick Mahomes.
No, you can keep him in there if that's what you feel.
Sure, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, LeBron James, Steph Curry. Like, we're talking about all sports.
Right.
That's
I don't
crazy.
think you can get past 4 or 5.
But that's
Steph
still
Curry,
4 or 5.
But the point is, at least it's then debatable. Meaning, all right, if I'm up in the 5, it ain't like she's 15.
No.
LeBron, Steph, I'm completely agree. Patrick Mahomes, completely agree. I didn't think about this one, so I got to give credit to Rob G. Rob G, this is me giving you credit. I wanted to steal it. Aaron Rodgers, because I just think he's been around so long that just everybody kind of knows him.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I mean.
No, I think she's really popular and great. So this isn't like a bashing of that at all.
I don't think there's a baseball player.
No baseball.
That is more popular.
Well, Ohtani.
Nope.
You don't think so right now?
Globally,
no.
But she said in America.
Did she?
She did. Right, Rob G? She said America. Rob G ain't listening to nothing we saying. Rob G has had enough of this week. Rob G, are you listening to me? She said America, to be confirmed, right? Exactly.
Okay.
Ohtani globally, without a doubt.
Okay.
But in America, Ohtani can walk around Kansas, and they would just be like, hey, he's pretty tall.
No, he's maybe.
He's 6'4". That's about it.
Well, her comments was she's the most popular in
That's got to be racist.
She isn't.
Okay.
But it wasn't the craziest thing. At first, I felt like I was like, hold on. And then I was like, hold on, she might be onto something. So is Caitlin Clark? I mean, I've named 4 people that I agree with easily. Okay, those Steph, LeBron, Pat Mahomes, Rob G said Aaron Rodgers. I'll give him that. Mm-hmm. And remind you, we're talking about current, not Q rating.
Yes.
Q rating, Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. If you're going Tiger Woods, we're going current.
Yep.
Are we missing anybody?
I mean, Travis Kelce would be up there as well, just because of his girl as well. Part of it, part of that.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox is Caitlin Clark. Maybe you think she is the most popular American athlete in America, I should say. I don't think she is, but I do think she might be rounding out the top 5. Are we missing anybody?
No, she's up there.
Are we wrong? Maybe.
Yeah.
Is there a baseball player as Aaron Judge?
I think she's more popular than Aaron Judge.
That's what I'm. And he's in New York. He's a Yankee.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
What about soccer? It's worldwide.
She said America.
She said America.